G'day everyone, welcome to the Bothy. I'm Chris.
G'day, I'm Al.
Mate, there is no fuel shortage.
Yeah.
Right? I'm sick to death of hearing it. Yep. I don't know what everyone's on about. The Director of Honesty, Chris Bowen.
Oh, it's all got to be true then.
Said this.
Every single expected delivery of petrol, diesel and jet fuel has arrived on time, on schedule, as expected. There's absolutely no reason for panic anything. Panicking, full stop, panic buying or panic anything.
So there, mate, no shortage.
Cool. I was worried for a second.
Chris Bowen, if he says something, you have to believe it, right?
Very truthful. Truthful guy.
So anyone out there who's filling up your 10-litre and 20-litre jerry cans, you're ruining it for the rest of us and for Chris Bowen. It's all your fault.
Yeah, but didn't you see what Carl said?
No.
Oh.
Well, Aussie farmers are sounding the alarm this morning, warning a fuel shortage will lead to soaring prices at the checkout.
For more, we're joined by grain and cattle farmer Leighton Free. Leighton, good morning to you. Nice to see you this morning, buddy. I know it's been a trialling couple of days for everyone on the land, everywhere basically. Leighton, you know Chris Bowen says we've got enough fuel. Don't panic. How are you going out there?
Yeah, morning, guys. Yeah, it's a little bit hard not to panic. I know he says we have enough fuel, but how come we're not getting it?
Okay, so are your suppliers telling you that they can't deliver? I know that there's been some speculation that trucks don't want to go all the way out there and not have enough fuel to get back. What is the situation for you?
Look, we're only about 150 kilometres from port where they pick up the fuel. Our suppliers are telling us that they are struggling to get their supplies. Some are getting zero. Some are getting up to 10% of their supplies. So it's basically rationed out.
They've got a watchdog there that does nothing.
While the world deals with the biggest oil disruption in history, Labor's saying there is no shortage of fuel in Australia. What planet are you all living on?
Well, let's be really clear. There isn't a issue with supply when it comes to fuel. There has been obviously an increase.
Yes, there is. We've just had farmers on. That's a complete fabrication. We've just had farmers on saying they cannot get fuel.
Let's be clear, there has been a spike in demand. There has been a spike in demand. It doesn't mean
farmers
we do
in
not
the country
have enough
are saying this morning they cannot get fuel.
As I said, Minister Bowen and Minister Collins will be working with industry. They've been talking with industry every single day. Of course, we've got to make sure the fuel can get where it needs to go, but the suggestion that there is some sort of shortage of supply in this country is not right. Yes, there's been an increase in demand. Yes, we've got to work on the supply distribution across the country, and ministers are doing this. This has been incredibly unprecedented, but we have got more fuel in this country than we have in the last 15 years.
But there's no, as we go to air this morning, you're saying there's no shortage of fuel.
In terms of supply, of course there is issues, and there's been some issues around demand because people have gone to the petrol station to buy fuel.
This is incensing me. I have got 7,000 messages from farmers out there in regional Australia who say they can't get fuel. They've got a weak supply that they've done on their own.
In terms of stockpile, the most amount in 15
30
years.
days.
So we've got to work through these issues.
Okay, Tim.
We've got to work through these issues, but and ministers are doing so. But to suggest there's some sort of crisis is incorrect.
So there's no fuel for farmers, but Bowen said there's no shortage. And then Minister for Employment and Workplace Relations, Amanda Rishworth, just said the same thing, mate. Why would they say that if it's not the case?
And now in some states, rationing has begun.
Really? Oh, dear.
A world away from the Middle East conflict, this Murray-Mallee town is feeling its pain at the pump. The local servo down to literally its last drop.
We don't have fuel and we don't know when we're going to have fuel next.
The writing is on the wall at the Karoonda fuel stop. The next servo, 50 k's away.
There is nothing. Your probably best bet would be to drive to Karoonda. That is your closest.
Are you guys shocked that a town like this is out of fuel?
Yeah, I am.
Definitely.
Small country town, yeah.
Its last delivery, roughly a third of what they ordered, as wholesalers prioritise their own brands and the bigger towns and cities.
So the CFS can't put fuel in. School buses can't fill up. Don't know how the kids are going to get to school.
It's a similar story in Lameroo, where diesel's dried up at the local Mogas and customers are worried.
They went crazy, like, okay, we need to get some fuel from somewhere.
They still don't know when their next delivery will arrive.
So there you have it, mate. There is an issue with supply.
Yep.
Was that the worst argument ever put forward by a politician? Poor Amanda.
I would not like to have been her. Not with Carl barking at her.
Oh, Carl did a good job.
That was good. It was good.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, you can't just keep lying and bloody, like, what? Can you not just straight answers? That's what we want.
Exactly right.
We've got more than we've had in 15 years. Then it's not very much then, is it?
No.
If they're like prioritising and not giving any to the regional areas, that's just wrong.
Yeah, exactly right. So we know just in our little area that supply is tight. We know that farmers around us are struggling. Our little golf course that I play at regularly, they put their fuel order in last week and it got turned away by Shell.
Shell?
Yep. No, you're no longer a priority.
Frig.
No more fuel for you. They can't get their diesel for their machineries. They're going to have to go down, fill up the jerry can and come back, which is ridiculous.
Oh, that's so wrong. Yeah. But there's no fuel shortage.
No, there's no fuel shortage. No,
Chris Bowen told us.
It's just that we don't have any. Yeah, exactly right. So it is an issue. And rather than the government getting on with solutions that they can share with their voters, they stick their head in the sand and they just deny, mate.
I do have an idea.
Yeah?
I think maybe it's on purpose. Because who's the people that's going to actually not care if there's any fuel?
The people that own electric cars?
Yes.
Oh, no.
Don't you think? Doesn't that seem like what's happening?
Can you believe there has been a surge in electric car sales this week? I'm not joking either. I'm serious.
Wow, that's the way to get rid of these electric cars, isn't it?
Way to get rid of the petrol cars. Yeah, absolutely.
No, the ones they're trying to sell, I mean.
Oh, the ones that parked in the car park. Yeah, we haven't spoken about that one yet, that episode. So, they say there's no problem. What are you talking about? Then they say any problem that has arisen is caused by the people panic buying. I think I heard Chris Bowen say back in 2001, the Howard government missed a fuel order and that got our fuel levels low.
We've not got back.
It's all Johnny Howard's fault,
since then.
I've heard a bit of that.
Johnny Howard.
And then he tried to put GST on it. At the end of the day, we reap what we sow. We've left the oil refineries to disappear due to our lack of competitiveness in the market, high cost of wages, high cost of doing business. We've become an island nation where we could probably feed ourselves and water ourselves and nothing else.
Just.
Yeah. But we'd have to stop exporting.
Not if these guys have their way.
No, exactly right. If 70%
farmers will go out of business and they'll have to sell for like peanuts.
In Victoria, the plan is to get rid of 70% of agriculture and arable land before 2050. If that happens, we won't be able to feed ourselves. We're going to have
to bring everything in from South America, from Asia.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Exactly right. And if a war does break out, if Taiwan does break out, there goes our fuel supply. There goes our power supply. China will just shut us off with the kill switch. Kill switch engaged. Off you go, all your renewables. And we'll have shut all our coal-fired power plants by then. And, of course, we can't defend ourselves because we're spending it all on NDIS. Right?
Send them war.
The NDIS providers. You will now fight for us.
They'll charge too much.
Oh, yeah. That 25 minutes cost $3 million. Is it time to start prepping, mate? You're probably more the prepper type than me.
Well, I did start prepping a few years ago.
You did, didn't you?
Yeah, but I've let it go.
Yeah.
Now, every now and then, the missus are like, have you got any beans in your shed? I'm like, let me have a look. So it's been dwindling slowly and slowly. I haven't told her that most of them are like out of date. But
do they go out of date?
Yeah, they do, but they're still all right.
Of course they're all right. Yeah.
Well, we're okay.
Yeah. I think my better half at one stage wanted to start prepping for some food items, but we haven't done it.
I might have to start prepping alcohol. Because when it happens, I really just want to be drunk.
We had one of our viewers let us know how disappointed he was that we were storing our red wine.
Oh, no, I saw that.
Upright on a corrugated wall.
Yeah, they're all finished.
They're all gone. Empty, unfortunately.
Yeah, you can't see the other ones all over the floor.
There's no way we would put a full bottle.
No.
It wouldn't last. It doesn't get much through the door, to be honest. It gets to the couch and then it gets drunk.
Yeah.
So a bit more prepping to do, eh?
I think so.
Starting with fuel.
Yes.
The problem is my ride-on mower only takes unleaded. So I haven't got any diesel in my jerry cans. I've got about 60 litres of unleaded. You'd be the same.
Yeah. I don't have any diesel apart from what's in my ute.
Yeah. My Jenny's
I'm going to
unleaded.
stop off and try to get some diesel tomorrow. So
yeah, I've got to drive up to Shepparton tomorrow.
Ooh.
I'm going to need to get some diesel on the way home.
Definitely.
Yeah, that's what's that? 3.5. That's about 400 k's, I think, each way. Yeah.
I hope they don't tell you can only get 20 litres.
Oh, well, that's what's going on in parts of South Australia. 20 litre diesel limit.
In regional.
Yeah, in regional.
How far do you reckon you can get with that?
I know. Crazy. Absolutely insane. So let us know what you think. What's going on in your region or what's going on around you? Obviously, the prices have gone through the roof.
Well, it's 40 cents more a litre than it was last week for me.
I saw premium unleaded for $3.
What?
Yes.
Jeez.
That is insane. And diesel on the freeway, I think, was $2.45.
Wow.
The other day.
Wow.
A bit cheaper at the local.
I think mine's the one I got is $2.19.
Yeah, right.
But I paid $2.89 for it last week.
Jesus, for diesel. Well, it's only going to go up more. There we go.
That's only 30 cents. So, my bad.
Well, it's still
arithmetic.
Exactly right. All right, everyone, let us know what's going on in your neck of the woods. You're obviously paying more, but can you still get supply? Out our way, the queues don't seem too long. Are the queues long around your servos? We'd be interested to know.
Thanks, guys.
See ya.
See ya.